We'll continue our slightly unusual Bluebell Roots this evening with our main guests. If you could swallow a little less loudly or chew a little less loudly, that would be lovely. But we'd love for you to welcome, please, M G Boulter with Paul.
Thanks very much.
I should interrupt again. One of the speakers has forgotten the words as well tonight.
Yeah, I'm on the left, on my left, of course on our right. Thank you so much, everyone. This is we've just really enjoyed just being here, even if we weren't playing. I think it's worth a visit. And happy Easter, everyone, and happy birthday to everyone who's having their special day today. We hope you make it better. We're going to open. This is a song called Midnight Movies. These thoughts, they would bury you if you offered them out loud. Your love song is too old to sing, too late for broken words, your heart covered in stains. Oh, Marie, you know it ain't so. Oh, Marie, I think you can take it. I am terrified every time I open my mouth. There are so many boys on the street. The rain flushes them out into this neon to feel the warmth in the winter months, to find a heart they can write upon. Living with an ache, they see black and they see blood. Words and whispers as loud as they scream, the echoing void when you were young and valueless and cheap. And I still yearn, I still need. Dark night in the cellar of your soul, drinking at the bar, drinking alone. I track your traces and I walk down your street. Midnight movies, these lies that I keep. Oh, Marie, down on my knees, crawling through the dirt, and I am so sorry that I never thought that I could Thank you very much. So me and Paul are from the seaside town of Southend-on-Sea. So not too far. This is a fairly local gig for us. I came from Coventry today because I had a gig in Coventry last night. But normally I'm coming from Southend. And a few years ago I released an album about Southend because I've lived there most of my life. I grew up there, and it's a much maligned place at times. It's overlooked, And it is very much a typical British seaside town, but there's a lot of stuff underneath it all. So I wrote lots of songs about it to try and explain it and try and get it off my chest, I suppose. And the album was called Clifftown, and we're going to sing you quite a few songs from it tonight. And we're going to start with the title track. So this is Clifftown, i.e. Southend on Sea. Or as Jim said, Southend, as we call it. Kids grow up to a lawnmower drone. Their kids grow old, move away from home. Like seafront palisades, they're swapping smokes before they're gone. London stretches her fingers out while these planes fly away. From the roof of my house I watch their bellies ascend, all these options we're dying to find out. Praise the Lord of silver, he moves faster than I could ever hope to fly. Meanwhile in the city on Tower Hill, the taxi men, they park in single file. They are hungry for fares and they park bumper to tail light. They watch mini TVs with tired eyes. And city boys in their Sunday best, drunk on status, hiding behind mobile phones. Did they know beneath their feet lie the bones of boy kings killed by men long ago? It's in the hum of the heating, the frost in the museum waiting to thaw in the sun. It's the only shop open. Kids are working aimlessly the aisles like zombies, waiting for their lives to start. And the sliding doors, they chatter apart, as if they're speaking directly to my heart. Leave this town, you have your chance. But I slip through them and out into the dark. So Southend is a very proud, I always say town, but it's a city now. It's a very proud city, and it's, as you are probably aware, it has the longest pleasure pier in the world. And there's not much on it to make it pleasurable, but the walk is beautiful. Once you get out there, it's very transcendental. But Southend was also the home of pub rock back in the 70s, and it's still very proud of that. All the pubs still are full of blues rock music, and in fact I was taught pedal steel guitar by Vic Collins from the Kersal Friars, who still plays pedal steel around and about. And I was once graced, I was very lucky to stand in front of Wilko Johnson in my local branch of Barclays Bank. I was there. We share the same bank. They've shut it now, so...
Things were bad if he was playing there.
And I sort of cut my musical teeth in Southend. Both me and Paul did, playing rock and roll in all the pubs, and there would always be some older guys at the back leaning against the bar, and once you finish, they'd always give you drunken words of wisdom. So this next song is inspired by that, and it's called Fan of the Bag. Off a sip that loosens his lips, he forgives and forgets, moves down to oblivion. He is young and carefree, queuing outside the academy. Don't know what it is till you got it gone, son. Your dreams don't. For where are they now? Now kicking around the estates and the playground where the digital sound. This is the night, and nothing seems right, nothing is as it seems. Friends grew up around him, this suburb is dying. He sees it with his own eyes, it's all lies, he realizes as he's struggling to come home from work late at night, satisfied. And is it wrong to think that he is wasted? All those sweet dreams yet to be tasted out here on the London road. It's raining, you could not be further away. From the pubs of Southend to the pubs of London. It's the natural trajectory of a home county's musician, a pub rocker certainly. And I got in with a crowd of guys who were just slightly older than me. They'd done a few more gigs than me, and we used to do these dash and grab gigs up in London, which is where you go, you play sort of like a late afternoon on a Sunday, or you're first on the bill on a weekday. You get paid, and then you can either get the car or the train back and be in your own bed at the end of the evening. But what we used to do, this band, we used to go up to London by train, and we'd play in sort of Clerkenwell and places, get paid, and then we'd drink all the money the same day. And the lead singer, he was really terrible because we used to drink, and then we'd give ourselves like 30 minutes to get back for the last train, and we'd always be running. And luckily I was in my early 20s, so I was fit enough to run down Fenchurch Street. But the city of London at night, I found really fascinating, I still do, when you're going for those trains, because no one's there. There's no residences there. It's all sort of banks and insurance companies, but they leave the lights on. So you have this city, everything's alight, but there's no one there. And the only people you invariably see are the sort of security guards in these big foyers. And they're like sort of Edward Hopper paintings, you know, like Night Walks at the Diner, and sort of darkness beyond. And then you juxtaposition that with The Last Train Home, which we call the Vomit Comet in South and the things I've seen, So I wrote a song about it, about all those things, the quietness of the city at night and the nuttiness of The Last Train Home, and it's called Night Worker. night worker, doing your rounds. The lights of the office block burn as you drown. The thoughts of the morning in humble industry. The gate of your walk in this moonlight city. Drunk girl, leaving too soon. The parties of tomorrow will never live up to you. Stilettos in your hand and your heart on your sleeve. Go home to the comfort of midnight and sleep. For the sky is like a blanket all over the street, and the river is like a ribbon rolling out to the sea, and the gargoyles they sit on the steeple and the spire. When it rains they cry bitter tears into the gutters. Captain, cold on the ground, the salt in the air and your dry dock bound. You kiss like an angel, but then who would put out? So you wander the promenade, singing aloud that the sky is like a blanket over the street, and the river is like a ribbon rolling out to the sea, and nobody loves you, maybe nobody hears. When it rains it falls into the gutters like tears. Neptune, Neptune, high on your wall, you survey your kingdom with its squalor and all. With your great marble eyes and your sea creatures near, you love each like a child and you hold them we should show our appreciation for all the great acts and performers that have played tonight. I think not every gig feels like a community, if that makes sense. And tonight, it really feels like it's a really nice feeling. So well done, everyone, for doing your thing. It's really nice. This is an apt song for the time of year. This is a song called A Pilot, as in Pontius. Peace in the provinces, police will slow down the limit at your face. Lost in a summer night, the mermaid under carnival light came to see, but she was someone else's skin and close in each other's lives to be. Pilot of suburbia, the fragrance of the garden disguises the perfume of the tune. But there is peace in the provinces. Maybe that is perhaps enough for you. Lost in a summer night, we saw the fiery libertine. But wearing a different coat, we let him be. We'll do one more song from the Clifftown album. So I'm a keen student of history. I'm really interested in all sorts of things, and I came upon this tale that the Peasants' Revolt, or the Great Revolt of 1381, was kick-started in two places in Essex, Stamford-le-Hope and Brentwood. And Stamford-le-Hope is kind of just like a sort of suburban nothingness, for want of a better term, and Brentwood is the home of town. So a lot's changed since 1381. But in 1381, the Peasants' Revolt occurred, and the people gathered from Kent and Essex and for other parts of the country. They eventually made their way to London, and they besieged the Tower of London, where King Richard II was residing. And King Richard was only 15 at the time, and I think when they arrived, he remembered he had to return a library book. So he disappeared pretty quick. And the then Archbishop of Canterbury, a man called Simon of Sudbury, he said, "Oh, don't worry, King, I'll sort this out. I'll take the rap for the poll tax." And for his efforts, the Archbishop of Canterbury was dragged out of the Tower of London, and he was dragged onto Tower Hill, and he was beheaded. And supposedly, according to the chronicles, it took 7 slashes of a blunted axe to fully sever the head from his neck. And then they didn't stop there. They then tarred his head, and they nailed his bishop's mitre, his hat, to his forehead, and they stuck his head upon a spike on London Bridge. And they left it there for a few months, and a kindly soul saved it, retrieved it, and they took it back to his church in Sudbury on the Essex-Suffolk border. And would you believe that they still have the skull in the church? And you can go and you can request to see it, and they can wheel it out. They're not too precious about it. And it has a hole in its skull where they nailed his hat to his forehead. And many years ago, I went and I wanted to find this skull. I wanted to gaze upon it. And I wrote this song about it, which appears on the album. It's called, imaginatively, it's called Simon of Sudbury. On a quest for the head of the I was a tired, tongueless beast. There was nothing left to sing. On those sad Suffolk lanes, the oak bends but does not break. The mother of kings bends down to receive the kiss from the thief. His forked tongue speaks of Britain dying. Between cold cathedral walls, the skull looks so very small, and in that tiny space a constellation of thoughts. We have a beginning and an end, nailed through bone, and the die is said, and 1,000 voices break through the gates of the past, and they rise nameless and vast. Does it not make you feel so solemn? The embroidered saint's eyes upon us. Who knows next where we might tread? I play guitar in a band called the Remnant Kings, and it's the solo band of a guy called John Bowden, who is a folk singer. He's the lead singer and band leader of a band called Bellowhead. And when he's not doing Bellowhead, he goes out on the road with the Remnant Kings, and we play everywhere that will have us. And a couple of years ago, we were on tour, and we played a lovely North Yorkshire town called Settle, and we were staying in Skipton Premier Inn. And because John's doing really well in music, because he can afford to put 6 of us up in a Premier Inn, in our own rooms, not even sharing a free-for bed, in our own rooms, every night. He's doing really well. And there we were in Skipton Premier Inn, very early in the morning, and I'm walking down there with a concertina and 3 guitars and a fiddle, and the thought struck me that every single corridor of every single Premier Inn I've ever been in looks exactly the same. Yeah. I thought, where am I? Where am I in Skipton? Am I in Glastonbury? Where? And I thought that was really interesting because we were there very late at night, and all these people were asleep behind their doors, and no one knew we were there. And we may as well have been hotel ghosts, but rather than sort of some decrepit Victorian hotel, we were in a Premier Inn. So I wrote this song about Premier Inn ghosts. It's called The Hotel at Midway. I've been corridors are bare. I move so quiet, nobody knows I'm there. The ballroom unlit and the breakfast hall, the table's set but no one calls. I am an astronaut, my own jewel in the dark. If only I could close my eyes. Godspeed the rider in the night. He has hard yards and is yet to find. So bears a road, so turns the night. Wait till the morning. Distant youth wants to be known. Daylight was different, how it shone, like Aztec gold on young skin in the grass. And now I stand, the drinks machine hums, the only drone in this silence. Hey Lord, nocturne. If only I could close my eyes. Godspeed the rider in the night. He has hard yards and is yet to find. So bears a road, so turns the night. Wait till the morning. Here comes a car park door. Guests collect by the welcome doors. Moving on in a quiet room under clean sheets. Our ghosts whisper themselves to sleep. Godspeed the rider in the night. He has hard yards and is yet to find. So bears a road, so turns the night. Wait till the morning. During lockdown, I read a book. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't the most interesting book I've ever read. It wasn't an easy book to read. It was a book called The World Turned Upside Down, and it was a sort of a history of the Civil War, the English Civil War, and it was a very complex book. But there was one page that struck me very early on when I was paying more attention. I was like, what is this? What is this? And it said that for about 100 years, sort of in the late 16th into the 17th century, there was something like 18% of the population lived beyond the state. So they lived in the woods, or they lived in sort of the in-between spaces. They weren't in towns and they weren't in villages, and they lived in small groups and hamlets. And I thought, cool, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Off-grid. And I'm a romantic, I couldn't survive. I really couldn't kill a chicken, or, I definitely need Tesco around the corner. But it set off this thought of, maybe in an age where we just talk about something and your mobile phone hears it and then advertises you that stuff. I thought, wouldn't it be nice to live in the woods sometimes? This is a song called The Masterless Man. I will be free from magistrate and ministry. I will sleep in the fields or against a standing stone. I'll avoid market towns and open roads. I'll navigate the marsh as if it were my own. So see the masterless man with sylvan liberty, and his eyes are serpentine. No scarecrow singing for me. I will be the horizon and everything within it. I'll have no method or means, no purse or property. So sing the masterless man, for he rolls back the tide with his eyes of obsidian. Oh yes, he rolls back the tide with his eyes of obsidian. Thank you, everyone. Blue winter huey roll of empty pews. I walk up and down this lonely town. Having Christmas card from you, talking of things we used to do. So I write back, John, I'm writing you this letter. I hope you don't mind that I type instead of write. The words would never come clean otherwise. For my days are long and my head is so wild, weary gone. You mentioned that you're happy now, passing time. How is your life? To tell you two drifting souls, you and I. on a white page, lonely serifs like tombstones hanging over little graves. Thanks for telling me how you've been. It's good to hear your voice, even though you're writing back with your fiction. Song. I just want to say a massive thank you to Jim and Josie for inviting us, feeding us, but also creating this event. Yeah. And Neil, yes, absolutely. It sounds really good, Neil.
Bless you. With one speaker even, just
with one speaker, that's how good you are.
I'm working twice as hard.
And to the Tipler family for being the entire audience.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. But it is really hard work promoting gigs, so and I think to create a really nice, this is lovely. It's just been wonderful to watch everyone and see everyone share their time. So yeah, we're going to play one more song. We're actually, so I've got a new album coming out in a couple of months, and I'm on tour again in sort of May time, and I'm actually coming very closely. I'm playing Hastings, so I play regularly the Stag in Hastings, and they're really good people there, and they look after us, don't they, Paul? And so we're there on Sunday the 9th of June. It's a sort of late afternoon, early evening show. So if you like it and fancy coming down to Hastings and seeing us again, you'd be more than welcome.
The Albion's very good too.
The Albion?
Yeah, the Albion is very good.
There's lots of pubs in Hastings.
The Albion is very good.
You
should go to the Albion.
The Albion.
It might be a family connection.
Oh, okay. Is that the one on the seafront?
Yeah. Yes.
With
Takes up the whole of the seafront. Everybody goes there.
Is it the one with the dummy on the top?
With the what?
The dummy, like there's a mannequin.
No.
One with the pie shop.
That one's right. One with the pie shop. Yes.
That's
the pie shop. Yes.
We'll check it out.
You should check it out.
We'll come to the Albion for an aperitif. And a pie, yeah. And I also, if anyone's interested, I do have some LPs and CDs and only small T-shirts because, strangely enough, last time I was in Hastings, everyone didn't large. So I don't know what that says about this. Or just come and say hi. It'd be lovely to see you. So we'll end on this one. This is appropriately titled one called The Last Song. Thank you ever so much, everyone. You've had a great time. We'll see you again soon. Happy This is the last song I ever sing. I feel so old, it might not be finished, so I don't rest my soul anymore. I haunt the streets like a phantom at night, searching shop fronts for something I cannot find. Fate, you don't rest my soul anymore. Fate, she don't going to do. We'll end then on a. So sometimes do you ever have false memories, or you think you have false memories? So I used to think that I used to go into my local park and see an actual bear, see a real bear. And I was like, did that happen? And it did, because Southend did have a real live bear. Chalkpool Park, exactly. And I remember as a very young child seeing this bear in this cage, and I said to my mum, I was like, was that real? Mum was like, yeah, there was monkeys and peacocks. And so I looked into this. And bear was called Lulu. It was a male bear. And it had been seized at Tilbury Docks in 1960, and someone was bringing it in illicitly. And the customs-men didn't know what to do with Lulu. So they plonked him in Southend and they put him in Chalkpool Park in the cage. And you know, the cage is still there. It's still there. In fact, Jim, when you were doing your songwriting, next door to the hall, where the art rooms were, there's the cage there. It's got nothing in it now. Not a bear, not your first bear.
First dog.
And I'm trying to tune this by ear. I've got a tuner. Go figure. And so I did some research, and I found out that Lulu died in 1989, 1990. And I wrote a song about it, and we're going to end with that. Because I thought, when I was thinking about it, I thought, it's not a great thing to be locked up in a cage.
For 20 years.
For 20 years. Or more.
Horrible.
So I wanted to give Lulu a place to go. And this song came with it. And strangely, in a twist of fate, a local estate agent wrote to me about a year after I released it saying, what do you know about Lulu? We want to put it in our local magazine to sell houses. And I said, this is all I can tell you. And I sang them this song. This is Lulu the Bear, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
M G Boulter. And Paul. Yeah, as Matt said, please do go and have a chat with them, buy an album or a small T-shirt. I might go crop top this summer, so I'm thinking of that. So
I don't want to see that.
you might not have any choice. Right, so we'll have a little one from Milton Hide before we send you on your merry way this Easter Sunday.
We're in the kitchen. Disappointing.
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. Well, my old mum said the same. When she's had enough, that's when you know the score. Ask her nice for a cuppa, or maybe an egg and joe. You ain't misheard, she uses these words when she tells you where to go. Oh, that's for you, for tuppence. That's what you'll hear us say. This ain't easy, this ain't easy, step on. You better walk away. Watch your lost mate die on. She'll ask you with a smile. Dance for you for tuppence once I've stuck this crocodile. That's your fault. Well, she makes the best egg banjos inside altar temps. Roast potatoes,
Greasy little checks.
just to get drunk. Sounds it with a sigh. Waits for Dad to ask her what the Oh, Wario! That's for you for tuppence. That's what you're here. This ain't easy, Snap. This ain't easy. You better walk away.
You better walk away.
What's your last name? She'll ask you with a smile.
Dance for you for tuppence once I've stuck this crocodile.
He knows he put it down. He's searched all round the garage. It ain't nowhere to be found. Mum's out in the garden, hanging out the wash. Drops a sauce when Wally calls. The words ain't none too posh. Oh, Wally, I'll dance for you for tuppence. That's what you'll hear say. This ain't easy, Snap. This ain't easy, Snap. You better walk away. Watch your lost mate die on. She'll ask you with a smile. Dance for you for tuppence once I've stuffed this crocodile. Well, my old mum's a diamond. Now you know the score. 'Cause if you take the mickey, she'll give you what for. Everyone loves Rosie. She's the real McCoy. She's getting harder and harder. Yeah, all right. Just go with it. I'm 53. I wrote it 7 years ago. But I'll always be. I'm Mum's little boy. For tuppence, that's what you'll hear us say. This ain't easy, Snap. You better walk away. Watch your lost mate die on. She'll ask you with a smile. Dance for you for tuppence once I've stuck this crocodile. I'll dance for you for tuppence. That's what you'll hear us say. This ain't easy, Snap. You better Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with it. They do know we're here, don't they?
Can they do well?
And to wish them well.
Yeah, so just to say, end of April, it's end of April next one, we've got Johnny Campbell, who's coming down from Yorkshire to play for us. I don't think he's actually coming down specially to play for us, but he's coming from Yorkshire.
Part of the tour. You will be here.
Part of the tour. You won't be here, you won't be here. But anybody else? You're here, you'll be here. Jade will definitely be here, because Jade is always here. And he's got a fabulous new album out. So come along and support us, that'll be great. And
28th
friends,
April.
what a brilliant night they missed.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. It made them feel terrible.
Yeah.
And happy Easter. Can we do it again? No, we're not finished yet.